Goedemorgen en welkom bij Hoogtepunten. Or actually, I should be saying good morning and welcome to Highest Points because today's episode is a bit special. Two of my three guests don't speak any Dutch and they cannot come into screen. Now, this is Sasha, this is Mariana. Leo, you can also come into screen if you want.
Leo speaks Dutch.
Leo is the Dutch speaking one of the three. Anyway, you get to listen to my beautiful Dutch English for the entire episode. I'll put on Dutch subs if you don't understand me. Anyway, we're gonna take Betsy now. This beautiful thing to the highest point of Utrecht, which is nearby because we're in Utrecht right now. And hopefully we're gonna have fun. Last time you saw us, it was 23 degrees and definitely summer.
It is not so much today.
Now it's very much December. But dat laat de pret niet drukken. And we're gonna go for the ride and hopefully have fun. I'm gonna keep that one in.
You want me to be like, sorry cars?
Everyone, oh!
This is so not gracious.
And me instead of...
We made it in one piece.
Yeah,
we're currently...
I'm a good driver.
Yes.
Such a good driver, wow.
So offensive. Fuck.
Anyway, we didn't die. And now we're in at Amerongse Bos, which is on the Amerongse Berg.
And we have lots of friends actually.
Yeah, we're getting hit by
Really
bikes. Okay, we're going here in this shady path. But anyway, it's like a 15-minute walk. And when we get to the summit, which I already know is very disappointing.
Don't say that.
Why?
Because it's just a hill with trees. There's nothing interesting.
God nom de Dieu.
Anyway, I've kidnapped these people under the notion that there's something interesting to be seen here. So,
He just came out here to kill us.
yes,
He probably did that.
It is really pretty.
it's really pretty. I'll give you a shot of that. And yeah, we'll see you at the summit. And I'll tell you something about how this mountain was formed. Hey guys, can we get first impressions of this hill?
It's very intimidating.
Mariana.
So high. Oh my god. How are we gonna make it to the top?
I'm very intimidated right now.
Did you buy your climbing gear? Bring your climbing gear because this is gonna be one hell of a trek. Okay, we made it to the summit
Yay!
of the Amerongse Berg in Utrecht, which is also the highest point of the province of Utrecht. And Leo, what's
Yo.
the height?
69 meters.
69 meters above sea level. That's pretty impressive. And with that, it's the fourth highest point of all the provinces on our list. Which also means we finished the top 4. Because we did Limburg, we did Gelderland and we did Overijssel before this. So this is actually the highest point, I think, this hill here. So I'm gonna stand on it. And then we made it, guys.
Way to go, Willem.
Yay.
Check. Okay, so that's the highest point done for now. But we found some other exciting things. There's this, which is not very interesting, but there's also an RD stone, and you know I like RD stones. If you watch the Gelderland episode, you can see what it's about, what RD stones are, but we're gonna walk to it, it's over there. And yeah, it's actually really nice here. I was expecting it to be really disappointing, but it's not that bad. Anyway, here is our RD stone. It says RD on the top, as you can see, which is for Rijksdriehoeksmeting. I've explained before what this means. This one is a bit smaller than the one in Gelderland. Apparently they had less budget for this one. But yes, it's still an RD stone. They're usually quite hard to find, so I'm happy that it's here.
What does it say on it?
RD. Oh, it says U. I think it's from Utrecht, but I don't know what this pole is. It might be like a marker that that's the highest point of Utrecht, but this is, I know what this is. Anyway, if you want to know what the Rijksdriehoeksmeting is, I've explained it before in the Gelderland episode. Just go watch that. It's in Dutch, and it's not a very good explanation, but it will have to do. It's a measurement system used to measure distances and surface area back in the olden days. But that's also about it for the summit of the Amerongse Berg here. There's still some other interesting stuff to do. There's a tree over there that looks interesting from Google Maps. And we might visit the pyramid. So stay tuned. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway, while we walk to this tree from the summit, I can explain you something about how this hill, or mountain as it's called in Dutch, was formed. Like most hills in this part of the country, it's a moraine. It was actually formed in the same event that formed the highest point of Gelderland, so the Hoge Veluwe. It's a push moraine from a glacier, and this is an end moraine, so it's the very last one. The ice stopped just north of the Utrechtse Heuvelrug, so the hill ridge we're on now. And it created these hills. I've explained before how glaciers and moraines work, but it's a very regular thing in the Netherlands that hills are created by ice instead of other processes. So yeah, it's quite a normal hill in that aspect. So, we're here at the Lonely Oak. I really don't know what this means. Come on, Sasha, show off your phone. Anyway, I just went there because it looked nice on Google Maps. It's like in the middle of this crossroad system with a park around.
There's different trees down there as well. Ah, pretty.
Anyway, it's just an old oak, but it looks nice. Oh no, my back! Look, it's a Minecraft tree. Look how square this tree is.
Memories.
Memories.
I made a tree look like that.
Somebody hit this with his fist. Look, a massive hole. Honestly, I don't know where this hole came from. We just came across it. There's water in the middle, as you might expect. I suspect that this is River Valley, but I don't know. Leo, you took geology.
I think the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs landed here.
Yes, the scientist has spoken. Okay, we drove a bit with Betsy.
Yeah.
And now we've arrived at our second destination for the day, which is a pyramid in the Netherlands.
Wait, is there like a statue on the top of it?
Yeah, there's an obelisk on the top. We can see it already, but I'll show you in a bit. But it's the piramide van Austerlitz.
Not even brain, so I'm just speaking to it. It sounds really awkward.
But yeah, it's a pyramid in the Netherlands. It has an interesting backstory, but I'll tell you when we get there.
Yeah.
It involves the French, which is always nice. Okay, we have arrived at our pyramid. And I know you might be thinking, why is there a pyramid in the Netherlands? But it's definitely here, look. It's made out of dirt. And I think it's about 50 meters high. No, it's not. Anyway, it's not that high. But it has an interesting backstory. The pyramid was constructed by a French general. I think his name was Marmont. And he did this because he was waiting with his army here. This was a French army, by the way, at the time the Netherlands was still occupied by the French. And he had a lot of soldiers and they had nothing to do. So to prevent boredom and to prevent them from getting rebellious, he let them build a pyramid out of dirt. He was apparently inspired by the pyramid of Giza, the one in Egypt, because he saw that during one of his campaigns and he wanted to build it as well. And he decided that this was the best, well, attempt. Later it was renamed after Austerlitz, and that was after the famous battle of Napoleon that Napoleon won in Austerlitz. So the town and the pyramid were named after it was made. And now we have this very interesting structure. You can actually walk up there. It's made out of dirt, which isn't very durable, and it collapsed a couple times already, so they had to restore it. But yes, it's a very peculiar place. If you want to ever come, if you're ever here, just visit it. And yeah. We made it to the top of the pyramid. What's your opinion, guys?
It's really pretty up here because
Very
we
pretty.
can see the Netherlands. It's like so.
It's actually quite high.
The Utrecht. Yeah.
You can see, what's that?
That's Utrecht.
That's Utrecht, Utje, and the forest.
And the windmill. And the windmill. Yes. The wind
Yeah.
turbines and the sun.
Yeah, the classic trees obstructing your vision. But hey, it's the Netherlands after all. But it's quite high. I'll give you a shot of the view. It's nice. They have all kinds of signs which basically tell the same story. But very nice French people. The only good thing French people ever built.
So rude. All part of the same natural park.
And that's gonna be it for today. I think the sun is setting. It's getting colder. We've seen the highest point of Utrecht. We've seen a pyramid. We saw a deer. We saw a hole in the ground. We saw logs. It was an eventful day, and I think it was an enjoyable episode. For now, I can tick off this highest point of my list. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time at another episode of Hoogtepunten in like 2 years at this pace. Bye.
And that's 5 down with 7 more to go. Sorry for the long wait. I'll be back